All right. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
I just had.
afternoon, good evening. Look,
Oh, it's
good
not good
evening.
morning anymore.
Night.
It's afternoon. It is afternoon. Hey, my bad, y'all. Listen, my bad. We trying something new. It's my fault. So I know a few of y'all might know I got in a car accident.
I didn't even know you knew how to accept accountability for any because it's usually my fault.
I mean, you didn't let me finish. I was going to let them understand how it was your fault, but I was just trying to start off with my car accident. So that's all that was. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, y'all.
I was
So,
hopeful.
y'all know we supposed to be here in the morning. We supposed to be here. Hey KP and Shanice. Hey, Facebook user. It says Facebook user. So we not neglecting y'all names. I'm gonna pop them up on the screen. But so y'all know we supposed to be in the morning. I apologize. It's primarily on me. I'll accept that responsibility because yeah, it's supposed to be in the mornings. But with the car accident, I be sleep now. Like I got physical therapy Wednesdays, and they give me this special medicine that they call muscle relaxer, and it put me to sleep. Oh, it's Marcus. What's up, Marcus? Marcus, your name usually pop up. I don't know. It say Facebook user for you today, but yeah, pretty much what we wanted to talk to y'all about. So I don't know. I don't know how long I'm gonna have physical therapy because this accident been dragging. I've been trying to like make those mornings, and I've been making a couple, but it's been dragging. So until further notice, we'll be not wake up Wednesday. We'll be what did I say? Tea time? Tea time with the
Yeah,
team?
yeah.
Tea time with the team. We'll figure something out. But
We don't know.
it'll still be Wednesdays, just not the morning anymore. So we'll still be here, still answering questions. Shanice got a new format for us. What is it? Referral guests. What was that?
So if you guys have an entrepreneur or you know of somebody that has a fantastic story or they just want to share their story with a ever growing audience, KP, whenever he decides to drop the link, we'll post a link for you guys to make like referrals and stuff like that. We'll get them on, like a short interview so that we can kind of like meet them a little ahead of schedule and then eventually bring them on at their availability. So we want to know the entrepreneurs that matter to you guys and we want to hear their stories. So, I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. We get more entrepreneurs and then, more people get to tell their story. And everybody has a really good story for the most part. Everybody that we've brought on previously, they've had fantastic stories. Some of them were absolutely emotional. So we want to keep the momentum going and keep growing with you guys.
Right. But when we don't have special guests, we'll still stick around with the credit repair, financial literacy, and the tips that we normally give y'all, man. How to get a 700 credit score, what to do once you have that 700 credit score, how to start businesses, how to automate your businesses, all the things you guys need to know on the podcast, like y'all know. I'm also working on something. See, me and Shanice are different states, so she'll be virtual, but I'm also working on getting access to a studio so we can give y'all the more podcast environment, if that makes sense. Well, at least I'll be there. I don't know where she gonna be at. We
I'm
had
still gonna be here. I'll do a backdrop or something so I can feel like I'm in the studio. Like, oh, I'm in the back office, y'all. It'll be a complete lie, but I'll be virtual.
But yeah, man, we still here. Just want y'all to know we're still here. And any questions that y'all might have. So let's get started. Let's talk credit. We want to talk credit repair. We want to talk automations. We want to talk starting up a business. We want to talk funnels. Anything that y'all need, we want to answer these questions, man. I look like we got about 12. We got about 12 viewers. So it's a couple of y'all here, man. Don't make me start calling out names. If y'all want to ask questions or if y'all want to talk, let's talk. Until
Feel
they start
free.
talking, until
Feel
they start
free to
asking
ask
questions.
anything.
But until they start asking questions, what we were going to do, we were trying to go over a credit report, but the font was too small and it got real,
When
real crazy. Like you really couldn't see it. So I made a TikTok yesterday. I guess we can kind of go back and forth on it, but I made a TikTok yesterday about credit repair. I said the everybody thinks credit repair is just about deleting the inaccurate items and all of that stuff. And that's not true. Credit repair is credit education included with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is, and this is my personal journey from when I had a credit repair business. If somebody fixes your credit and you have absolutely no clue what they did, you don't have any clue of how to keep it that way, you don't have any clue of what you need to do to make it better, you're just going to revert back to where you were when you first started. So it can be a waste of money. It doesn't matter if you pay somebody $100, if you pay somebody $1,000, if you pay somebody $10,000. If you don't get that education, you are wasting your money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Shanice, you could talk about that other thing because I mean that kind of ties into it. Not just with credit repair, but like not having an understanding of like what you're doing with your money. And then I touch back on it. The post you made or the post you were talking about.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say whose name it was that made the post, but earlier today, I'm gonna say for the last couple of days, I've been talking with a couple different entrepreneurs, and so today there was a post that was made, and it was talking about financial literacy, and how essentially it to in layman's terms, there are a lot of people who a lot of people look up to, right? Whether you're new or you're a seasoned entrepreneur. And people have like these super high ticket programs, and more often than not, these programs are built to be predatory. And I don't know that that's necessarily the I can't speak for others, but I'll say, according to what a lot of people were experiencing, and this was not one person that experienced it, it was in a group of people. They listened to this story where this person, again, I'm not going to specify one way or the other, but they listened to somebody give like this whole emotional story about how they went to the bank and they waited for hours and they got this high limit credit card and they max this card out on this particular program. And that's great for the business owner. But what it does is for the person who is now, for this to be a financial literacy mentorship, is predatory, because if there is no solid return on investment for that particular person, it is really, really. Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. So for that particular person, it's predatory because if there's no set time frame for the ROI, we don't know what this person work ethic is like or anything. The entrepreneur made $15,000 from this one person, but that person that's in that situation, what's their plan to get back out of debt? Because that bill is due in 30 days. So now, let's say this person, if they got a $15,000 credit limit, obviously they had a high score. So now their score is potentially going to tank or plummet. You guys, KP's power went out. So I'm just going to go with this spiel or whatever. Hopefully he comes back. I don't know. Maybe he'll jump on his phone. But anyway, back to what I was saying, like it's kind of sad for this person because we don't know what that financial situation is going to look like. And so on the thread, it was a lot of people that were agreeing. Now, the comment that I made personally, I'm at the point where, you really do have to vet people, even if, okay, he said he's on his way back, y'all. But I'm at the point now where, watching people put themselves and dig themselves in holes and then cry about it later on. It used to be like the saddest thing in the world, but at some point, even if you are taking a financial literacy mentorship, or you're just buying a mentorship, or you're buying into these programs, please, one, vet these people, see, have a solid plan. This is why business plans are so important, because you need to know exactly how you're going to be able to dig yourself back out of the hole. Like if they say, you'll pay $15,000 and then you'll make that back, in 15 days or 20 days or before that first bill is due, that's completely fine. A credit card is not like a loan. A loan is completely different. It's more attainable for most people. A credit card is going to accrue interest on the balance every single month. So if that person does not have $15,000 saved, which obviously they don't because they used a credit card, they're going to be in some serious financial trouble. And they're doing it because they are star-eyed about a lot of our mentors in the community. And y'all, like, it's sad. So to hit on that, if you guys are investing anything, please, please, please be strategic about every investment that you make. Sometimes you're getting a mentorship or a program simply because you want like affirmation or something like that, or it's not the program itself, but something in the program, understand like this is my investment and this is how long it's going to take me to pay that back. Otherwise, stop investing just because you're being sold a dream. So more people are being sold on the dream of having 6 and 7 figure businesses than the actuality of it. Because at the end of the day, yes, you have to play or pay high to, to get those type of return, but you also have to have that work ethic and that drive. Paying $20,000. I don't know if that's how much the program is necessarily, but I'm just throwing this out there. Paying $20,000 without any type of a work ethic or drive behind it, you just paid $20,000, to potentially lose. So everything that you guys are investing in, please, 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 be savvy about it. Do not, don't make it a priority investment unless you have priority action or energy behind it. So KP is not back yet. I don't know. Let me check my phone. Okay. So I don't know. So anyway, if I can't see any of you guys' questions or anything, so unless it pops up. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask, doesn't matter if it's about credit, it's financial literacy, pop it down in the chat and I will answer as they pop up. And I'm not sure how it's gonna come in because I'm not in control of the handles right now. So yeah, we'll see. I guess we're gonna see how this goes. He just sent me another message. All right, you guys, I don't know what's going to be able to come through. So we might have to call it short today simply because I can't see anything that's coming in unless it's coming in through my messenger. I see that you're here. Oh my God. Okay, let me see. I don't know. Give me 1 second, you guys. I'm going to take a quick pause. KP, I don't know how to let you in, sir. So I don't know what.
I'm back.
Fix that.
God. Hey, listen.
I was like, I can't see nothing. I'm like, I don't even know if I can get the questions. Can it come through?
The power flickered. Like you were talking, and the TV cut off. Kaya was like, "What happened?" Hey, y'all, I'm sorry, y'all. Listen,
here's the technical difficulty.
If it wouldn't be the podcast if we didn't have a technical difficulty. It's crazy because y'all, I mean, any Floridians that are watching this, y'all know, man, the lightest shower is done. Power flicker.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I was watching you. I mean, we got it's new viewers in here. I'm seeing some new faces. Maurice, Frochelle, Sterling. Is it Kenna? Yolanda? It's a bunch of names that I'm not used to seeing, but it's cool. Has anybody been commenting?
I can't see. I don't know if the comments pop up because you let them pop up or I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. I didn't have any control access or nothing like that.
Hey Marcus,
so talking.
I know Marcus, can you comment if you still here? Or anybody that's here, can you just type just anything? I just need one person because maybe when I got disconnected, it broke the chat. I don't know.
That's what I was wondering.
But anybody can just say hello. Hey, I mean, it's about 7 of y'all here. Help us out, please. They probably commenting too.
Somebody said, hey.
Hey, all right.
Okay.
So we got it. So yeah, it just says Facebook user. All right. So we know the comments are working. Maybe because I came back, I don't know. But yeah. Did you want to finish or did you want me to
I definitely finished. I just told everybody, like, if they're investing in programs, have a solid plan of action to have that stuff paid back because, that was a to hear that story, to hear the woman crying and then listening to everybody else, the chatter around it. It was as an entrepreneur, it was exciting to see. But then as like a potential student, it was kind of sad because it's like, as an entrepreneur, you don't know if you're going to make that $20,000 in the next 30 days. You know what I'm saying? So to pay something that's that high, I personally don't know what all it entails. I don't know how deep they're going to hold the person's hand, or I don't have any of those details. So, but it's just the mindset. If I'm paying $15,000 in a single, I'm maxing out my cards. I know one thing, in 15 days, I mean, not 15, but in 30 days, that payment is getting ready to be due. So, you know what I'm saying? If my credit score was a 700, now it's gone. It's tanked.
Nah, that makes sense, and that just goes back to what I always talk about. Oh, somebody said, "What is a legit?" So that's not really a question. That's not really a question that can be answered. I mean, you'd have to be talking about specific programs because
Even with that said, even if you're talking about specific programs, everybody don't, a mentor that I would click with might not click with KP. You know what I'm saying? So what exactly is it that you're looking for?
she got
And
she got
when
mentors that block me. You know what I'm saying? Some of Shanice's mentors have blocked me, literally.
oh, look, that is one person. That was one, and I don't even know why that happened or whatever. But it's I can recommend a lot of people, but then I can warn against a lot of people too. But my experience is almost always going to be different. It's sad though that we don't have a community where people can openly talk about their experiences with certain mentors, because some people really are out just for the money, and then other people are out, yes, they may have high ticket items, but they hold your hand through the process. They even help you set up, you know what I'm saying, before you graduate, whatever the program is. But I would say no matter what you invest in, it doesn't matter if it's real estate, doesn't matter if it's crypto, doesn't matter if it's credit, whatever it is, I really need you to look into the person that you are wanting to invest in, not just buy into their lifestyle story. Because everybody, for the most part, lifestyle pitches whenever it's time for them to, start getting ready to sell a course or whatever. So if you're a person that can be sold, you will be sold. And if you don't have the work ethic behind it, you're going to be took. So, because I personally don't invest in anything if I have no plan to, use everything that I've accumulated during that program. I also do not, I very rarely, because I listen to other people's story, I very rarely invest in mentors. I only have currently one mentor, and is probably for me right now, one of the best mentors that I've ever had. Um, Period. Just because it's something that I'm learning that's new, that I'm actually interested in. So I don't dead, invest or whatever, which is basically spending the money just to say spent it with this person.
See, and that's good that you broke it down like that, because, like you said, no program is there's no one program fits all program.
Mhm.
Like, hell, it programs that me and Shanice, I mean, we split programs all the time. This is another thing that you guys can do. If you have partners, split it with them. Like, I'm not downplaying any coaches, because I mean, I'm sure people have done this with plenty of my programs. But if you have like 2 or 3 partners and there's $1,000 program, why are y'all spending $3,000 to get the same program 3 times, when y'all can split 1,000 3 ways and have access to it? Utilize your resources, pull your money together, and buy courses and classes. Obviously, mentorships is going to be different because the coach is going to see a person's face, but
Right.
be smarter with your investments when it comes to things like that. That way, it's 2 positives that could come out of that. The first positive is at least one person can benefit from it. So
Right.
even if the other 2 people didn't benefit from it at all, they didn't spend the full $1,000, and it's less
Right.
of a loss to them. The
Mhm.
second benefit is somebody on your team benefited. So, if me and Shanice, if we both buy the same course, or we split a course for $1,000, and she gains hella knowledge and I don't get any knowledge, well, guess what? Okay, well, I put $500 to my partner's development. That's fine, because I know in the future we're gonna do it again, and it
Mhm.
could be in reverse.
Yep.
It could be something that we buy, and Shanice don't get it at all, and I'm just like, damn, it's easy for me. I'm learning and learning,
Because I'd be
and
like, oh my god.
yeah,
We've done it before.
But that's why
Um,
it's important to do it that way.
yeah.
What else? What else did you say? The one size fits all. So it also comes down to you. I made a Facebook post about this. I think I posted it in the group. I think I posted it in our group. But I was telling people, just because something has worked for somebody else does not mean it's going to work for you. Everybody's situation is different.
Mm-hmm.
One person that may show success, you have to think about that person's background. They might come from a wealthy family and have access to more resources. They
Mm-hmm.
might live in a thriving community where everybody is willing to help each other. They might not have children, so they can allot more expenses toward their personal development. They may not have a partner or a spouse. They may be living in their parents. They may still be living with their parents. It's so many other things that factor in, and people don't take these things into consideration. It's like they're like, "Oh, we're both entrepreneurs. We should both learn at the same speed." What makes you think that? What makes you think that? Because a married mom and a single man do not have the same amount of time on their hands.
Right.
So even if they both invest the same $1,500 and they're watching the same courses and they're attending the same classes, the married mom is 9 times out of 10 going to develop a little bit slower. And I'm not, nothing against married women with children, but being a wife and being a mother, I know my wife does it all the time. It's draining. I see the stress that it puts on her. Obviously I do my part, but it's draining. And then me being a man, if I wasn't married and I didn't have kids, I'd have access way more time. I wake up whenever I want to. I'll go ahead and go to these courses, go to these classes. I ain't got to cook for nobody. I ain't got to clean for nobody. I ain't got to make sure none of, all the things. So when you see that somebody's successful, a lot of times we equate the success with what they purchased or what they did. And we don't see the struggle behind it. We don't see the background story. We don't see how long it took, because a lot of y'all don't realize these overnight success stories don't happen overnight.
Be 10 years.
I'm running on year 3. Well, yeah, 2020. Yeah, I'm running on year 3.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people equate my success. Oh man, KP, you this and you that, and you got a following. Yeah, but I had to build this shit. Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this was not easy at all.
Mm-hmm.
We went through a time.
I hate it when people make it seem like it's so much easier than it is. It's not. If you're a content creator, it is not. It's not as easy. I'm gonna say, as a married mom, it's not that easy. KP be like, "Oh yeah, I created 20 videos today. What did you?" I'd be like, "Bro, I had time to plan out 3. Like, how'd you get 20?" And he goes like male between guys and women. You know what I mean? It's completely different. Guys just seem like a little more lax than moms do, especially when a mom has like little kids at home. I have an infant and a toddler, and then teenagers, so it's like my house is very chaotic, whereas KP, does his, mail run and candy store run, and then he's like, all right, I'm free.
Listen, you gotta have a schedule. I'm trying to tell y'all, entrepreneurs, please schedule y'all day. It's crazy, and I hate it. I never had a whiteboard. I kind of, Shanice knows, I freestyle every day. I have freestyled every day for the last 2 years, y'all, and it is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 assistants. Well, I had one assistant, Riddell. Y'all know I talk about Riddell all the time, but I got another assistant, Sheena. She's elevated to assistant. Love Sheena to death. They're kind of my whiteboards, and I need to stop relying on them as heavy. I love them to death. They take care of me, but I need to have my own whiteboard, because it'll be times where I do group Zooms every Monday with my team, and I'll say some shit, and Riddell will be like, "No, boss." He'll DM me and be like, "No, boss, you said da da da." I'm like, "Oh, well, yeah, we gonna listen. We gonna do this way."
Oh my god.
Or I'll start working on a funnel, and Sheena will be like, "Hey, boss, I finished that funnel already." I'm like, "Oh, damn, I was getting ready to create a whole new funnel for this person, and it's already been taken care of." But that's because I don't have my whiteboard. Like, get a whiteboard or a calendar or a planner or something that plans out your day. I don't know if y'all have saw my desk before. My cats knocked my computer down, so all my post-it notes shot all over the place. But I was doing good with post-it notes. Like, what I started doing was, if I come up with a plan, or if I talk to Shanice and we got an idea or something, I'll write it on a post-it note, and I would just stick it on my computer until I take until I completed the task. I wouldn't take it off my computer. when it starts to get overwhelming and I have no more space, I tell Shani straight up, hey son, I can't do that. Like I can't add more projects right now. I don't have any more space to add a project. That allows me to get my started task done, because as entrepreneurs, we don't realize it until you until your feet no longer touch the bottom of the pool. You don't realize how deep you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You walking into the deep end, walking to the deep end, and you start floating a little bit. You do the little tiptoe thing, and then eventually your head's under the water, and you're like, damn, how did I get this far out? And I haven't completed any of these tasks yet.
Mm-hmm.
I need to automate this. I need to set up that funnel. I need to Zoom with these people. I have a meeting at 12. I got physical therapy. I'm taking my wife to the movies. I'm taking the kids to the theme park. Like, remember, it's not just about being an entrepreneur. Your life still has to be involved. So all these things are here and there, and it just helps keep me organized. But like I said, my two assistants, they're really, really good. I mean, hell, Riddell knows life stuff. He'll be like, hey, I thought you were going to the amusement park. What are you doing here? Like, and I love the fact that he's more on the friendlier side. So he will talk to me in a way where it's like, nah, get off, boss. Like, one time we had a team Zoom.
Like how you used to do him.
Yeah, and I was tired. I was so tired. Like, my eyes I'm like this. I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm super tired. He was like, boss, get off the Zoom. Go to sleep. I'll take care of it. And I'm like, damn, like Riddell never used to talk to me like that. And it's not in a bad way. It made me feel good, because it's like, damn, I built my business and trained my team to the point where they don't need me. I don't have to keep coming to these morning zones. I want to, but it really shows me like, damn, I'm really becoming an actual boss to the point where my team is running without me and we're still making money and I don't need to be there.
Right. So a lot of people, whenever they start building a business, their intent, and there's nothing wrong with this, but whenever you're like, I'm ready to be an entrepreneur, I need you to think about what type of entrepreneur are you trying to become? Are you trying to become a boss? Are you trying to build a business, or are you trying to build a job? Those are not the same things. So a job is basically you're working to replace your 9 to 5, right? A boss is I'm working to replace my 9 to 5 and employ other people. So it's not some people think because they start a business that they're working to become a boss, and they never get out of that stuff. You have to get out of the mindset, like KP said, like, he likes coming to the meetings just because he likes coming to the meetings, but it's not necessary for him. If your intention is to get to that point, get to that point. It is a completely different feeling to be able to say, I'm going on vacation for the next 2 months, and I know my business is going to thrive without me having to pop in or make any phone calls and things of that nature. I don't know if it was KP, but it may have been somebody else. We were literally like, somebody just came back from a 2-month vacation. I was like, 2 months?
That was me. That was my convenience store. The guy that works at
because I was like, I be talking to so many people now. I feel like I'm KP now. I talk to so many people, I lose track of who says what, but that was a very that's a nice feeling to be able to have, to say, I built this, whatever it is, to the point to where I can leave for 2 months or more and my business is thriving. I don't have to be present every day. I can wake up literally at whatever time, check in maybe once a month or once a week. You know what I mean?
With us. That's for sure. His loyal customers. We sitting there like, yo, where my dog at? Like, I didn't establish stuff with you. I didn't hook you up with automations and stuff, and you just disappeared. Like, did he sell the shop? I'm like, I'm seeing all these new people, and I'm like, yo, where Habib at? And they like, oh, he gone. They never said where he was. They just kept saying he was gone. So I'm like, is he dead? Like, what you mean he gone? Like, what you mean he gone? Then one day he just magically popped back up and he just started talking to Kai. He said, hey, sweetheart. And I'm like, the fuck? That boy sound familiar shit. I go look, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Like, oh yeah, I've been gone. His brother-in-law, his nephew-in-law, and his cousin. So his wife's brother, his wife's nephew, and his cousin, those were who took over the store. Like, I didn't see him and his wife for like 2 months. So we just thinking like we've been seeing these same two people for about a year and a half since we lived in Florida. Every time we would go there, the same two people, and then all of a sudden they were gone. I'm like, they sold it? Why they sell it?
It's
Damn.
good though. It's so good. Look, you see my mic? Like one of these
Hey,
days,
hold on,
I'm trying to copy it.
let me do the.
Whatever.
Wait, y'all see, I got the mic too, right? Just in case she try to flex. I got to hold mine up here, but it's here.
But I don't have to though. I just have
I
to like
do.
adjust it back.
I called one of my kids and had him hold it, make it seem like it's magical.
Oh, Miss, you are ridiculously, grotesquely competitive.
I gotta be, man.
Oh my God.
I compete with myself though, so it's like I'm used to it. So now that I have a business partner, it's like, well, shit, I might as well just compete with her, because if I can make you get better, it's gonna make me get better. Because at the end of the day, what we say, the Christies versus KP, and I ain't losing. You know what I'm saying?
They staged up on us.
I didn't start a family competition, y'all.
Oh
With my business partner. Like I didn't got her son on my team. You know what I'm saying?
That's because he don't know no better. He's only
Like,
5.
I hope KP wins.
I hope, mommy, I hope KP wins. I was like, what? Traitor? Like, you're not getting Ryan's eggs no more. Ryan gets no more money. Have your uncle buy it. Shit.
Big trip. What time you gotta leave? It's 5. It's 4.
I have to leave now. I'm out. Are you gonna go on without me? Because I could do my outro. That's all I got. Like,
Nah, we ain't really getting too many questions, but we just alerted y'all. So we still gonna be on Wednesdays. What we do, 3 Eastern, 2 Central?
Yeah.
That's a solid time?
I don't know. Like what? Like, I mean, if engagement is the goal, should we like play around with the time?
We can. Let's just keep increasing it an hour until we find the peak.
Okay. Because
So this was 3. Then next week we'll do 4, and then we'll 5. We won't go past 8. When was the mentorship classes? That was at 8 or 7:30?
7.
Yeah, so we won't go past 7. We'll just do 1 hour until we find that, and then whatever gets the most, we'll just
whatever
stick
we
to it
land.
so we can get back in the mornings.
All right,
yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. What's our thing? And that's all we got. All right, I'll holler at you, son.